Some games are remembered for nail-biting finishes or record-breaking scores, but then there are those rare performances where one player dominates so completely, it becomes legendary. Today, that player is Caitlin Clark. These are the unforgettable moments when Clark didn't just defeat her opponents, she dismantled them. Let's start with the iconic clash against Michigan. Clark, fully in her element, turned the court into her stage. With dazzling footwork and flawless rhythm, she danced circles around her defender, then, as if choreographed, launched a deep three from the logo that left the crowd and her opponents stunned. And just like that, Michigan was handed a loss, while Caitlin Clark walked off the court with a smooth 40 points to her name. As she made her transition to the WNBA, the expectations were sky-high and the competition fierce, but slowing down was never in her playbook. In her electrifying debut on the WNBA stage, Clark went full superhero mode. Coast to coast, she charged down the court, meeting Bonner at the rim, who, in that moment, might as well have been a traffic cone for all the resistance she offered. It was a statement, not just a bucket. Caitlin Clark had arrived.
Thought about pulling up from three, will tip inside and lay it in. There are the first points in the WNBA career.
Hands up, Bonner could only stand and watch as she got Clarked. It's become a familiar scene. Caitlin Clark often finds herself a target on the court, but if you think that rattles her, think again. Take her showdown against the Phoenix Mercury. Sophie Cunningham tried to throw her off with a hard shove mid-layup, hoping to shake her focus. But Clark didn't flinch. She took the contact, absorbed the hit, and still finished the play, textbook.
Clark sinks the screen and got the layup and one.
Off the strong side, she's kicking it for a three.
That's what we call the Caitlin Clark effect. Unstoppable, even when defenders dial up the physicality. And speaking of the Clark effect, let's talk about Allen's run-in with it. During one particular play, Clark decided it was time for Allen to take a quick breather, basketball style. With a smooth step back and that trademark confidence, Clark pulled up from deep. Allen, left trailing in the wake, could do nothing but watch as the shot soared and sank. Another bucket, another victim.
Clark, she dropped Allen out though.
Years and years of perfecting that.
Look at it.
I mean, this is just...
Sure, the shot didn't fall, but Allen still got a front row seat to the Caitlin Clark shooting clinic. Sometimes, it's not just about the make, it's about the message. Then came the showdown with Sabrina Ionescu and the New York Liberty. And what's better than breaking records? Doing it in front of someone who's broken a few herself. Clark didn't just show up, she delivered a masterclass in dominance. With a triple-double on the night, she accomplished in her rookie season what Sabrina couldn't.
Triple-double for a rookie! Caitlin Clark has it! More history for the Fever rookie!
A triple-double as a rookie? Caitlin Clark's got it. More history made by the Fever phenom. As the crowd erupted, Sabrina could only watch as Clark casually rewrote the record books, proving once again that when the pressure's on, she performs like no one else. And if you thought Clark's savagery was exclusive to the WNBA, think again. Back in Iowa, she was already hosting her own shooting clinics. Free admission, no mercy. Just ask Raven Johnson.
And look at how far Caitlin Clark is playing off of Raven Johnson.
Daring her.
And when Johnson hesitated, frozen by the moment, Clark sealed it with pure disrespect. She gave her a casual wave off, like brushing aside a minor.
The basketball. Watch Caitlin Clark, left side. She doesn't even look at her. Waves her hand as if to say, I don't care about you.
Now that's playing the player, not just beating your opponent, but getting in their head. It's a level of disrespect that's as savage as it is wildly entertaining. And speaking of iconic moments, you can't talk about Iowa Clark without diving into those legendary matchups with LSU. Remember the 2023 NCAA Finals? Angel Reese made headlines flashing her championship ring and hitting Clark with the now infamous "You can't see me" taunt. It was bold, it was brash, and it set the stage.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
That moment stunned. But if you know anything about sports, you know karma doesn't take long to return the favor. Fast forward to 2024, it was time for the rematch, Iowa versus LSU. This wasn't just another tournament game, it was personal, a shot at redemption. Oh, did Caitlin Clark show up? She torched the court with a jaw-dropping 41 points, dished out 12 assists, and buried 9 three-pointers. Clark versus Reese. Clark wasn't just playing, she was orchestrating.
Offensive rebounding team.
Clark, cut it!
She has more size and length.
Clark, you bet! catch, fire, and hit. Clark was trying to redirect a pass. Clark, oh my! Wheels around, evades Van Lith, and drains it. My goodness. UCLA game, that's how sick she was. Clark! Clark, again coming off the screens. Clark steps back, fires, you bet! First Elite Eight game, Clark, again! Clark pulls up, another deep one, is good!
A triumphant march back to the Final Four, leaving the LSU players practically turning into live emojis, stunned and speechless. First up, the unforgettable scene where Clark made it look easy. With a smooth move, she dodged her defender, leaving Reese scrambling to help. But no matter how hard she reached, it was too late. Clark, unfazed, calmly launched a three-pointer that swished through the net as if it were just another practice shot.
Martin, Clark, again coming off the screens. Clark steps back, fires, you bet!
And you just can't avoid talking about length. Hand in her face, drains it anyway.
Here's Clark. Clark pulls up, another deep one, is good!
Caitlin Clark once again dancing with the basketball through the net.